Hey guys, it's Richard at altFINS with another market update. Today I'm going to review results of last week's trade that was based on moving average crossovers. If you recall, we looked at AVAX, Dash and Synthetics as three possible trades based on the EMA crossover and see how well that worked. I'll also look at some recent breakouts by Luna, NEXO and Waves. But before I do that, let me mention that if you're serious about making money trading altcoins, please check out our trading education curriculum, which includes 10 webinar lessons complete with notes, where we teach 7 trading strategies that you can use on the altFINS platform. And the lessons are basically real trading sessions. All right, so let's get back to the market update. As I mentioned last week, about 6 days ago, we did look at some EMA crossovers as a potential trading strategy, a trend trading strategy, and it worked out well. So here on the dashboard, we have that strategy listed. You can look at the full complete list of results. So these are all coins that have had a recent, in fact in the last 2 days, crossover of EMA, which is an exponential moving average, 12-day versus the 50-day. Moving averages are used as a way of spotting trends, and when a shorter moving average crosses above the longer moving average, that's typically a bullish indication that the trend is improving and momentum is improving. And so last week we did look at 3 different opportunities that this strategy or screen yielded. One was AVAX or Avalanche. And let's look at that. Let's see how that trade has done so far. Let's put in, as I mentioned, this is based on the EMA 12 and EMA or exponential moving average 50-day one. And let's take out the other ones that we have here. And so here's that crossover. The price was around, call it $90, and now it's at 95. So it's up about 5%. Nothing spectacular, but decent. The other one was Dash. That was the other result of this potential trade setup. And that price at the point of the crossover, the price was around 115 to 120. So let's call it 120, and now it's at 135. So it's had about a 15% increase in the last 6 days since that moving average crossover. So that's a pretty decent result. And then the last one was Synthetics, if I remember correctly, a well-known DeFi names, and that crossover here happened also on March 20th. And the average price was around, call it 550, and so the price is higher above that, call it about 5% or so gain. So that's, this is a very straightforward and simple setup to understand and execute. You basically wait or find coins that have had a recent moving average crossover, and you get involved and ride the trend until the moving average crosses back below the 50-day moving average, or until the price crosses below the 12-day moving average. And this strategy is also described on the dashboard. If you look at the help section, all of these strategies or market scans have a fair amount of help description to help you understand how to execute, how to use this. So here's a fresh bullish moving average crossover. There's more information, tutorial video, education video, and also trading rules. So I recommend you use that help section extensively. Now, we've had great price action in the last 10 days or so, close to 2 weeks. Lots of breakouts, lots of trend reverses as well. In fact, let's look at some of the performance in the last week or month. So back on the screener tab, if let's see, well, let's open a new tab here. And look at the performance tab here. So, Bitcoin is up about 17% in the last week, 27% in the last month. It's even in the plus for the last 6 months and even year to date, so not bad. Ethereum is up 20% in the last week, 32% in the last month, and a lot of other coins are well in the plus double digits for the last week and a month. Cardano has had a huge move, big breakout and trend reversal as well. We're speaking of trend reversals. You can monitor those on the dashboard here. One way to do that is to look at changes in the short-term trend right here. We'll have one predefined filter here that basically looks for all the coins that have had a recent upgrade in their trend rating. Our system automatically rates the trend. So if you look at the trend ratings here, short-term trend, medium and long-term trend. So if we're looking for those that have had coins that have had a short-term trend upgrade, this filter will find them, and as you can see, they're all up or strong up, but more importantly, this upgrade happened in the last 5 days. So you can look at the trend change here, and that says here that it was upgraded from up to strong buy, right? So another way of looking for trend reversals is to use that predefined filter that you can find on the dashboard. Also, a lot of breakouts lately. If you look at the curated chart section, here we have manual technical analyses that we conduct, and you can see a lot of, as you can see here, breakouts, pattern stage, emerging, breakout, and so on. So a lot of breakouts here, not surprisingly. And one that I wanted to take a look at is FTX token, or FTT, obviously one of the major crypto exchanges, along with Binance. And here recently there was a breakout from a sideways channel. As you can see, the price had been trading in a sideways channel and was rejected at that $50 resistance zone, which was the sideways channel's resistance trend line. And it also coincided with the 200-day moving average. Anytime you have a resistance level lining up with the 200-day moving average, that makes that resistance level even stiffer. And so that was the case for several months. The price kept getting rejected at that level, but finally 1 or 2 days ago it broke through that, which is a pretty major breakthrough. So that indicates that the demand from buyers has finally soaked up all the supply from the sellers that was coming to the market around that level, and they were able to now push that price above this major resistance level, opening up a path to the next resistance level, which is $60. As you can see, it's in an uptrend on the short-term and medium-term basis. The momentum is bullish, both RSI and MACD. So there is a good chance that we'll reach $60 in the next few weeks or couple of weeks, in my humbled opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, not a financial advice. So look for a good trading setup and ideas here in the curated chart section. Of course, you can also refer to our automated chart recognition or pattern recognition section here, depending on what you like to trade. I like the ascending triangles. These are patterns where basically every time the price has pulled back, the buyers have stepped up, and increasingly the buyers are stepping up at higher and higher levels, and so there is a good likelihood that the price will continue to approach the resistance level and at some point break. Here's an example of a breakout. So the first one, GXS, is an emerging one where the price is likely to approach the resistance level. But on the second one here, in this chart, we can see this ascending triangle breakout, actual breakout above that resistance level. As you can see, the buyers were stepping up every time the price pulled back, were stepping up more and more aggressively, and now it's broken through that resistance level and it's likely to advance higher from these levels. So this is obviously a great area or place on our platform to find some trading ideas. You can also look for just breakouts and just buy and not sell signals as well, and so use it extensively. And lastly, I'll mention our signal summary, just how the trends are reversing now, in that if we look at number of coins that have had an upgrade to their short-term trend, as you can see in the last, on a daily time interval, there's 226 altcoins that have had an upgrade to their short-term trend versus only 42 that have had a downgrade. So clearly the bullish sentiment is improving, and that's obviously being reflected in the price action. So good time to be involved. Please do utilize the tools that altFINS offers you. Also check out the education webinars. I think great way to get involved and learn how to trade and invest in cryptocurrencies. And if you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com. Good luck trading, everyone.